Thanks for your company. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of night 7 of the Premier League Darts, coming to you from Cardiff's Utilita Arena this week. And already we have 3 of the semi-finalists set. Chris Dobey will take on Michael van Gerwen in the first semi-final in our next game, but we've got to sort out who faces Luke Littler in the second semi-final now. Littler's just beaten Nathan Aspinall by 6 legs to 3. Gerwyn Price against Rob Cross will be the last quarter-final, which will get underway in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Just your thoughts, Mace, on what you saw from the Nuke against the Asp?
Yeah, it was almost like he was just sort of going through the gears when required. I thought he was going to have the 9 hit one recently, and he's been threatening one all season so far in this Premier League. But yeah, he just has this ability that he can sort of coast and then go, right, I better put a bit of a boost on, and he goes through the gears. He has that much talent at the moment, and he has that much belief in his own game, and rightly so.
And remember, Luke is not taking part in the European Darts Trophy this weekend, so he can expound as much energy as he likes tonight and trying to get the job done in Cardiff, and then he can just spend the weekend with his family. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, this has been a particularly hectic schedule for the elite in the game, so opportunities to spend time with family at this point in the season are few and far between.
Yeah, and he'll reap the rewards later on in the season when, listen, the next big thing for him coming up outside of the Premier League is, of course, the World Cup, where we're just trying to work out who Luke and Luke are going to beat in the final.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the match play will come round really quickly, and I know that's something that he really, really wants to win, so that will be his main focus point. And the more you leave in the tank building up to that, the fresher you're going to be when it comes around.
That's the thing, isn't it? He's just trying to tick them all off. He's ticked off the UK Open already this year. Match play, he's only played in it once and lost to Van Gerwen. I think it was MVG that beat him last year, wasn't it? So he got a bit of a run draw. He'll be far further up the seedings this year, I guarantee you that much.
And so much more experienced and so much more ready. The belief that he will have got from picking up the Worlds and then backing up with winning a UK Open. He's doing so well in the Premier League and elsewhere that, listen, he goes into every tournament, if not the favourite, one of the favourites alongside Humphries. Well, just seen a bit of VT from Sky's coverage in Gerwyn Price's chippy, and he actually knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He's battering fish and
looking very cool as a customer. Chippy 501. We'll have to visit that place.
We love a good chippy, don't we?
Oh, we're institution in this country. Done right, nothing better than a chippy tea.
There's a lovely one we go to in Blackpool, isn't it?
Oh yes, well, not short of chippies up there. Oh, let's face it. And we'll bring you the World Match Play from the Winter Gardens come the end of July.
Merv said he should have called the chippy the Big Fish and did a special big cod or something.
Now let's see whether they're going to really ramp it up. They are going to ramp it up for the local hero.
The Iceman!
And they're starting another bit of videotape footage, nicknamed Straight Outta Cardiff rather than Compton, for the former rugby player. Turned his hand to darts, found out he was a complete natural. Next thing you know, he's part of the darting elite. And he will get a rapturous welcome when he finally appears on the stage to take on Rob Cross in this final quarter-final.
Yeah, and that's very much been back and forth over the last 15 months with them just trading wins against each other.
They are close in the world rankings. It almost makes sense that they should be trading wins. You can hear John McDonald up on the stage, the regular MC. Listen to that roar. They are ready to salute their hero.
To meet the players. It's time for you to welcome home a two-time World Cup champion, 3 Grand Slam titles, a World Grand Prix champion, a Premier League finalist, and the former champion
Well, he's got members of his family here tonight, as you might imagine. Daughters, partner, they're all here to support Gerwyn.
Family, friends, ex-rugby teammates, no doubt. It must be lovely for him because he does get some seriously unfair abuse. So it must be lovely just once a year to play in front of an appreciative crowd.
Oh, he's got the partisan crowd tonight, all right. In actual fact, I think the booze and the pantomime stuff is just lessened a little bit in recent times. Not disappeared completely, unfortunately, but he's using it as fuel much more than he used to.
Yeah, nice save it. It's just the whistling and the shouting out as he's about to release a dart. That's the thing that annoys the players. You know, if there's a wall of noise, you can play through it. Just individual. Well, I'll refrain.
Well, best of luck, Voltage. Feels like he's running the gauntlet rather than walking to the stage. Well, when we started bringing you darts on the radio back in the 2018 World Championships, this man was the story. This was the man that came from nowhere, rising through the development tour, and then suddenly in his first year with a tour card, smashed everybody out of sight and won the world title.
Yeah, not just winning the world title, beating the great Phil Taylor in the final, and that's why it's such a perfect storm and an amazing story, because I'd like to say it was a poor version of Taylor, but he averaged 105, didn't he?
I'm just seeing Cross's manager there, looks more pumped up than Cross's.
Yeah, Rab Bain, he'll be loving this atmosphere.
So Cross makes his way onto the stage. Did well in his hometown. He got all the way to the final.
Yeah, hit 9 darter last week.
Yeah,
it shows you the kind of form he's in right now. He's been hitting some big numbers, as he did throughout 2024. He was, listen, he's due a title somewhere.
So the pleasantries are almost done, but Gerwyn Price, no doubt, is going to get all the backing, all the cheers, this is going to be like if Rob Cross hits a 9 darter or so. I reckon it could be like if you hit a 4 as an English batsman in India and the crowd do nothing. Goes over the boundary rope and you hear silence. It could well be like that if Rob Cross goes through the gears tonight. But oddly, as I was just doing my preparation for tonight, these two haven't met yet in the Premier League this year, and we're into night 7.
Yeah, it's interesting because they've both been winning games this year. Rob Cross already picked up a Pro Tour title back in February. Also won a World Series of Darts, but when I say he's due a title, I mean something significant, a TV event.
Yeah, a major.
Yeah. He'll have to wait now, of course, unless he wins the Premier League. He'll have to wait till the match play.
Well, he, like Nathan Aspinall, is on 8 points in the fledgling table. Van Gerwen started the night on 10, so he's already moved on to 12. Gerwyn's up there as well, also on 12. So Cross will be trying to keep in touch with those directly above him in the table. And Cross has the darts to get this quarter-final underway. And a good cover on treble 18 as he went chasing a treble in his first visit.
Yeah, the last Premier League meeting was almost a year ago.
45.
Which Gezi won 6-3.
Okay. Well, we'll take that again.
I wonder if he's going to feel a bit of extra nerves, isn't he? Price playing on home soil, especially in the early exchanges of the match before he sort of settles in. Plus, he'll have to get used to being not being booed, not waiting for the boos and the whistles.
46.
He's wearing proper red and white Welsh darts top tonight.
The funniest thing ever, before we get into the crux of the match, when we were doing the World Championship behind closed doors for talkSPORT, was whoever had the sense of humour to they were playing effects music, effects sounds.
Yes, they were.
And they must have gone back, recorded one of Price's match and used that while he was playing, because he was getting booed in an empty room.
Yeah, getting booed by a computer.
Yeah, computer says no. Of course, it was the iconic world title he won, where that was that lovely runway where he walked up to sort of look at the trophy before coming back in it in the double and winning it.
I'm sure wherever you're listening you can appreciate just how bizarre that was for all of us to be in a different room to where the darts was taking place, and that big hall at Ali Pali that normally sits 3,500 people empty, except for the 2 players and the referee and the scorers and the camera operators. Just eerie, absolutely eerie. If I remember rightly, we had one night where we actually had people inside. We did. On the first night.
They let 500 in, didn't they?
That's right, all sitting on tables
away from each other.
Round tables, and then suddenly things changed. Now let's see how things go in this first leg, because in leg 1, Cross wants 49, so 17 for double 16 on the wire, 1 left in hand. Cross to hold. No, he's put it on the wire with the 3rd dart as well. Price back on 114, gettable.
Yeah, a couple of options. That's the first one, treble 20. Tops for a break of throw in leg 1.
Not quite. Just above. So a reprieve for voltage for Rob Cross. Double 16 again. This is wide. He's not happy with the placement of that first dart either. Further away with dart 2. He's got to attack it now with dart 3, and he has. Brilliantly well done, Rob Cross, and just bays at the crowd as if to say, ha! Gotcha. Holds throw, 1-0.
Yeah, back crumbs Gezi. Oh, 83. Started with a treble 20, and he would have expected and fancied more out of that visit. It was a great final dart on double 16 for Rob Cross. Both players now will just be beginning to settle in. I say there's never too much between these two. Not too much between them in terms of ranking. Not too much between them in terms of level of play throughout the Premier League.
Yeah, you do. When these two meet, it's very much the flip of a coin.
Well, MBG is averaging 98 for his campaign so far in the Premier League. Rob Cross averaging 99.
Yeah, which is the 3rd best tournament average going into tonight for Voltage. He did it at a couple of Tumpless averages when he was in Brighton, kind of at home. Although he is a Hastings boy, he does live up in Lincolnshire nowadays to be close to his practice partner Scott Williams, who lives up there. Cross in for a max here. The 3rd dart's very wayward into single 5.
And the problem with that is, Dance, he's left himself on 179 instead of even a single 20 would have left him on 164. And a ton from Price is taking him down to 164. So Cross 179 needs to keep this tidy.
And he has done with the first dart. Lovely treble 20. Just under pitches.
Yeah, he's pulling a lot, isn't he?
Yeah. So he's looking downstairs at the 19s. Only hits a single there. So 164 for Gerwyn. He's gone for 619s. Won't get them. So he's just trying to lay up for a 2-dart finish here.
64.
And he is on a 2-dart finish. Exactly 100 left for Gerwyn. But Cross wants 80 here, Mace.
Yeah, trouble. Won't be any 2 double tops that we saw from Humphries try earlier. It's single 20, followed by a single 20, and it's not really a blocker. It's low enough to be out of the way. So this is just all about the weight of dart. Oh, and it actually caught the 2nd dart, the single 20.
So a chance, tops maybe at 80. It's underneath.
With 2 darts in hand, it's always tops. Got to be.
We'll be seeing that from Littler tonight, but not from Gerwen on that occasion. Yeah. So Cross is back in for tops to break throw and go 2-0 up against the local hero. Just underneath, so he splits it down for double 10. Inside that, has to go back up to the top of the board and double 5. Pins that really nicely. Well played, Rob Cross. Fighting the crowd and his opponent, but he's 2-0 up here.
Yeah, I don't think Gerwyn's quite settled yet. It was quite an emotional build-up to the match, and very easy to just become unattached to the job at hand.
We shouldn't forget that if Gerwyn Price gets the job done here, he has got the hex over Luke Littler in recent times, hasn't he? I think he's beaten him 6 times in a row.
Yes, there is a bizarre stat. I think it's 7-2 overall, isn't it, or something like that?
A real quirk.
No, there ain't many with a record like that against.
Not at all. 140 from Cross. Gets down to 261. Back on throw Cross in leg 3. He's 2-0 up, remember, against Gerwyn Price. First to 6 takes you through to the semi-final to face Luke Littler. Cross with his familiar sort of electric blue and black darts top, shaved head. Very personable chap. Never stops talking, apparently.
Be great in this field of work.
Maybe you set yourself up.
So Price on 265, Cross from 164. Treble 18's found. Doesn't need to go treble 20 and ball. So that's 108 scored, 56 left. Just confirming with the referee Kirk Bevins. Leaves double 18 for 3-0, and Price way back. He's going to put a hole in it. Leaves 132.
Well, it doesn't look too perturbed, Gerwyn Price. Quite happy with that visit, but it could all be in vain. Double 18 for Rob Cross for 3-0. Just outside. Good marker.
Yeah, it's that whistling you can hear, which is you need removing, and once people realise that they would get removed for doing it, it'll stop.
The PDC, you might remember, issued a very strong statement after one of the early weeks in the Premier League where... but it's
do something about it. All you got to do, big sign up on the big screen saying what will be tolerated, what won't be tolerated. You stick 4 guys out there in plain clothes who just spot us, and then you just pull them up, pull them out.
Because you can spot the security. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with the security guys with the PDC. It's a great family. When we hook up with the PDC travelling circus, for want of a better expression, it's the same people that work on the crew in terms of the people that build the stage, the people that act as security around the event.
Well, Luke Littler's now personal bodyguard was one of them security guys who used to train with him at the village.
I saw him walking around Ali Pali with the squashies bag of sweets that Luke wanted to finish off once he'd finished interviewing us. My point is that those guys, I wouldn't mess with them, even though they're a wonderful family and they're a brilliant team. Don't get on the wrong side of them.
Well, they're all ex-military, aren't they?
Yeah, so I think you're right. Put them out in plain clothes, spot the subversive ones, and ban them
and put them out.
Yeah.
Once you've seen that happening, you'll think twice.
3-0.
And they've paid their money, so we don't got to worry about that. We've had their money off them.
Yeah.
Well, Price has gone for treble 14 after 2 treble 20s. He left 33. Rob Cross on 170. He's not had one this campaign. He's not going to get one here either, because that's a low 20, low on the 19s, low on the 18s.
So Price to get something on the board here. He's 3-0 down, remember. On throw, 1 for double 16. Now he's gone 9 for double 12. Inside double 12, across for double 6. Pins that. And just holds his arms out to the side to acknowledge huge cheer that accompanies that leg. 3-1 to Gerwyn Price, but Cross is 3-1 up.
Yeah, and that was only a Price leg on throw. So again, not too much damage done for Rob Cross. What he has got to be careful here is he doesn't allow Pricey to break through, because then he's firmly back in the match and we're back on throw.
I think I just heard a little yoke from Gerwyn there as he picked off 6 19s. Just to get half a dart ahead at the start of leg 5 in a race to 6. You can tell he's right up to the hockey as soon as Cross is going up to retrieve his darts. He's on a mission here, Gerwyn. And he's in for a max. There you go.
What a difference a leg makes.
Yeah. Gerwyn settled now. I think, Mace, you're absolutely right. Just a little nervous, call it what you will, the first couple of legs, needed a settler.
Yeah, well, he'll feel the passion. It's a big moment for him to just sort of give something back to the Welsh crowd.
Great pick-off of treble 19 to leave himself on 74 after 9 darts.
Yeah, super leg this. And to win this leg gets him right back in the match, and we're on throw. We will need to find another break, of course, but
treble 18 for double 10. Oh, he's well inside 10s. Double 5 then? Yep. You can hear the yelp. It's back on throw, Mace.
Guan. 12 dart leg, 12 dart breaker throw, more importantly. We've now got a game on.
If he yelped like that in my ear, I think that'd be up there with a Motorhead concert in terms of what it would do to my eardrums. That's loud, isn't it? Don't need many television and radio microphones to pick that noise up.
Well, when he wanted the ball on the rugby pitch, I suppose they had no problem hearing him.
Crossing for a max. They weren't going to boo a 180, were they?
Absolutely.
140 in the end for Voltage. Oh, that's harsh. Even by Partisan Premier League crowd standards, that's harsh. To boo the potential for a 180.
Can you remember when Price had a 9 at Ali Pali and all the beer went up, they were all celebrating? Next leg they were back to booing him.
Honestly, so fickle, so fickle. So, 3 legs to 2 in favour of Rob Cross. Price from 305 picks off 9 18s, a 162 to leave himself on a finish, and he yelped again.
Yeah, clever thinking from Pricey. Down to 143. Back comes Cross from 240 with a max.
Well, I've got a few smatterings of applause there, but 143 is on. Treble 17 for double 16 for a 143 to level it up. Oh, he's just inside.
Well, the roof would have come off the place had that gone in.
So Cross to break back. As it's single 20, does his usual, steps back from the hockey, wipes the hand on the trouser leg, has 2 darts in his hand at tops. Only needs 1, he's 4-2 up. Just to hold the momentum.
Yeah, and you're spot on, Dant. It is that momentum, and it's all about keeping Gerwyn Price on the back foot. And, well, different game on our hands if that 1-4-3 goes in, because it's the effect it would have had on Rob Cross and the psychological effect for Pricey.
But Gerwyn back in the red bit at the start of leg 7. Oh, diverts into treble 1. His record here at the Utilita Arena, semis here in 2022, won the night in 2023 and got to the final last year. So
a happy hunting ground.
He's not let the occasion get to him necessarily before, but Cross is asking questions at 4-2 up. I can just tell you we've crossed the 300 mark for maximums in this year's Premier League tournament on night 7 with that max that Cross just put in there. 278 Cross, 294 Price. Another max in the offing for Voltage. There it is. He's playing well.
Very, very well. Listen, last 18 months he's absolutely been on it, and I say I wouldn't be shocked if he pops up and wins a big major at some point this year.
98 for Cross. Make that 78. What's he doing? Is he on the 18s? Yeah, he went for the 18s. 60 left, so lays up for tops. And again, the roof would come off if 154 goes in here for Price, but he hits a single 7. Looking for treble 19. Back up to the red bit for treble 20.
Winner of this, of course, will play Luke Littler. Our first semi-final will be Dobey against Michael Van Gerwen, who was ever so impressive against Luke Humphries, averaged 104.
And that's impressive from Cross, needing just 1 dart to clean up and go 5-2 ahead in a race to 6. Gerwyn Price looking for a max to start leg number 8. No room for any more slip-ups for Gezi. They're both off to the European Darts Trophy at the weekend. Gerwyn's going to replay the winner of Ryan Searle and Lauren Velk, whilst Cross will take on the winner of Callum Ridds and Andrew Gilding in his second round encounter.
Yeah, make no mistake, this will hurt Pricey if he doesn't somehow find a way to win this one. He's actually averaging more than Cross at the moment. 98.5 for Price, 93 and change for Rob Cross.
Yeah, and 3 180s for Cross to just 1 for Gezi, and that's a bit of a bag of nails from the Welshman as well. On throw, trying to keep Cross at bay, but he is still 100 odd points ahead, less this visit from Cross. And he hits a single 3, looking for treble 19. Good rescue of the visit with a treble 18 for the man from Sussex. Now Gezi looking for a max here. Again, third dart just drops below into small 20, but he's on a finish.
Yeah, down to 127 with Cross back on 305. Cross leads 5 legs to 2. This is our final quarter-final match. 7-18s. Doesn't leave himself a finish, so he's down to 179. Sensibly priced, starting downstairs. Single 19, single 17. Misses the treble 17 for tops. Will come back for 74.
Yeah, Cross cannot take out 179, but he's trying to eat into that as he looks at the 19s. Hits 3 of those, went for bull and hit 25. So he goes back for the 19s and picks out treble 7 next door. Kurt Bevins being challenged there to add that up quickly. Tops for Price. Yeah, he's got one back. It's 5-3.
Yeah, that was a match saver with Cross waiting on a 2-dart kill of his own. But this is the key leg. And Cross with throw leads 5-3. Starts with the treble 20. Acres of room to the left. Just dips under the 60 with darts 2 and 3, so just a ton.
So Gezi needs to try and get ahead here, and the 140 will help. So he's 40 ahead after 3 darts, trying to break back. Cross just needs this one more leg to advance to the semi-final to face Luke Littler a little later here on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. He's in again. Can he get another 140? He's going downstairs for 19s. No, only 99 there, Mace.
Yeah, down to 262 on the cross throw. Cross back on 305, so he has to be careful here. Rightly starts on the 18s, picks up the 57, should be going back up for treble 20, and does, just misses, 95 down to 210. Cross has to be careful on 262, he'll have to switch to 18s. Gets the treble, needs to stay there.
Well played, Gezi. Down to 134, so he'll get a look at a finish before Cross will. 210 less these for voltage.
Ooh.
Single 1.
Needs a single 19, doesn't leave a finish. So Price got 6 darts at 134 for 5-4. Treble 20, treble 18. I was going to say that was. He went for tops, but it was sort of like a safe dart at tops.
Yeah, didn't really attack it.
No,
just flung it up there in the general direction.
he could have gone treble 20 after the 54. But
yeah.
To be honest, I don't mind that way.
Another poor visit from Cross, 151, but it doesn't matter because Price is broken back and we're back on throw, and listen to that noise.
Got something to cheer about.
Belief once more in the ultimate arena, utility arena should I say, that Gerwyn Price can bring us level at 5 apiece. So he starts leg 10 with a 96. Rob Cross, who's made 3 semi-finals so far in the Premier League this season, but is yet to make a final. Price, who's won 2 nights, including last time out in Nottingham. Another just sub-100 visit from Gezi, and they're all getting right behind him, as you can hear, giving him the Vincent van der Voort song.
306 for Price. Ton for a Cross, takes him down to 3-4-1. Cross leads 5-4 in a race to 6. Price starts on the 19s, finds a treble 20, needs another, gets another, down to 167.
This is nip and tuck.
Absolutely nothing in it. But at 5-all, the deciding leg, it will be Cross who has the honour.
But he's lost his form. 283 for Cross. Price could have taken out 167. Poor second dart hit small 1, and in fact only 39 scored. Doesn't eat into that 167 as much as he would have liked, but he'll be back for a finish on 128. What can Cross do from 283?
Well, he found a treble 20 with dart 1, then strayed but recovered. He's left 160.
110 left for Price. Treble 20 for Bull. Oh, he's only just underneath. in the corner of the wire, hit Bull anyway.
Yeah, to leave top, super dart.
To win the match. 2 treble 20s and tops for Rob Cross. The first treble 20 is hit. Gerwyn Price knows it. Oh, the second dart dips.
There was a smile that he's seen the treble 20, he's thinking, surely not now. He's hit nothing in the last couple of legs.
Price hits tops with 1 dart, it's 5-all. Deciding leg in Cardiff. The boys come from nowhere, you might say. So, a deciding leg. Rob Cross with the honour. First dart pulled into small 20, small 19, he goes chasing a treble and gets nothing.
Yeah, Cross is all over the place. He has lost his shape. Although Price not punishing. Does get treble 19 with his last dart. So he's down to 96 after 1 visit. Cross only hit 57 and now he's in the 1. Oh dear, oh dear. He's visibly shaking.
Yeah, 2 trebleless visits from Voltage. Meanwhile, Gerwyn Price in the red bit twice. Not quite with the third, but 140 puts clear blue water.
Well, Price was going to make it thrice. And again, no trebles. That's 9 darts dance without a treble. He's down to 361. Price at the hockey from 265. Starts on the 19s. He's got time on his side. Not quite sure why he's looking to leave 170, because nothing Cross can do from 361 to leave a finish.
The gap's as big as looking across from one side of Cardiff Bay to the other. So to finish in style, 170 actually won't go for Price, but he's just laying up here or trying to. Treble 5 doesn't help.
55.
Only 55 scored, and he just turns and looks at the audience ruefully. He knows he's not made the best of that, but Cross is still back on 265.
Yeah, not for long. Treble 19, single, needs another single to leave 170. Price 115, should start on 19s, gets the single, 96 left, gets the treble, double 18 to win a barnstormer.
Oh, he's just half an inch wide, so the big fish has been reeled in by a few.
Yeah, not yet this season by Cross. 144 his highest finish.
He needs a 170 now. He's a third of the way to it. Can he hit another treble? He can! Bullseye to win off a 170 finish against the local hero. He's done it! Rob Cross has been the local hero by pulling off a 170 checkout in a deciding leg to knock out Gerwyn Price and go through to a 4th semi-final for him in this year's Premier League. What a finish for Rob Cross, who looked completely out of sorts.
3 legs of absolute dross, and in his final visit finds a 170 to steal it from Gerwyn Price, who must be absolutely sick, because he gave that absolutely everything in front of his home crowd.
Well, good-natured hugs and exchanges on the stage between the two, but Rob Cross, battling his opponent and the audience, got a massive 170 checkout, his first such checkout of the Premier League, and he's through to face Luke Littler in the second semi-final. But up next on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, it will be Chris Dobey against Michael van Gerwen in our first semi-final of the night, and Chris Murphy will rejoin Chris Mason on commentary for that one on your home of darts on the radio and on YouTube. It is talkSPORT 2 at the Premier League Darts. Well, when it comes to the Darts Premier League, the last thing that you want is an online mishap throwing you off your game. That's where NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro steps up to the hockey. Think of it as your personal referee, keeping dodgy websites and malware and phishing scams from sneaking into your setup. It even blocks those pesky ads so you won't get distracted mid-leg. Go to nordvpn.com/dartsvpn and you get 2 years plus 4 months free and a birthday deal. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Just stay with us on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel and click on the Dobey van Gerwen link and we'll bring you that game shortly with Murph and Mace.